Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Big Shaman. This particular build is from Ball Control and it's a lot of fun. So what Big Shaman does and what big decks do in Hearthstone is that they cheat out big minions. And Big Shaman does it with the new card from Rise of Shadows, which is Muckmorpher. Battlecry transfer into a 4/4 copy of a different minion in your deck. So it's important to note that you can have the other Muckmorpher in the deck, and this Muckmorpher will not transform into that Muckmorpher. So that gives it quite a bit of power. And Shaman also has another tool to cheat out big minions, which is Eureka. Summon a copy of a random minion from your hand for 6 mana, and if you have minions that normally cost a lot more, then this is a cheap way to get copies of them on the board. Sometimes big decks like Big Priest have also been able to resurrect their minions, and Shaman has limited ability to resurrect their minions. In this case there are 2 spells. There's the Ancestral Spirit, give a minion Death Rattle, resummon this minion. Not quite a resurrect, but almost. And then there's Big Bad Voodoo, give a friendly minion Death Rattle, summon a random minion that costs 1 more. And these, in combination with Ancestral Healing, restore a minion to full health and give it Taunt, meaning that once you get those minions on the board, you can make them pretty difficult to remove unless the opponent has cards like Silence or Sap. For example, you get something big from Muckmorpher, well, it's going to be just a 4/4, but if you give it Ancestral Spirit, resummon this minion, then it will summon the full health version of the same minion. And you can do some pretty sweet things with this. Let's say you get a Walking Fountain on the board. Walking Fountain, Lifesteal, Rush, Wind Fury. Then you start trading with that. And you can cast Ancestral Spirit on your Walking Fountain. So if you take 2 trades and the Walking Fountain dies on the second trade, then it's actually just immediately resummoned again, and it has Rush again. So you can hit up to 4 times with a Walking Fountain in combination with an Ancestral Spirit. This deck, even though it is a control style deck, it is not going for any fatigue games. It wants to use these big minions and it wants to use them to end those games. And in the current meta where there's not a lot of silence around, this can be very effective because you Eureka something on the board and you give it Ancestral Spirit and you give it Big Bad Voodoo, and then they can't really get rid of it and it gets resummoned and it summons random, more expensive stuff. And then when you can also give it Taunt with the Ancestral Healing, then it cannot be ignored. Well, just a lot of things going on. There is also 1 small minion in the deck, so when you Muckmorpher you might sometimes end up with a small minion, but there's only 1 copy and it's the Spirit of the Frog. And Spirit of the Frog is here for card draw, because when you start casting your spells, 0 mana spell draws a 1 mana spell, 1 mana spell draws a 2 mana spell, and so on. Note that when you cast Haunting Visions you get a discount on the next spell, then the spell that is being drawn is based on the discounted cost of the spell that you cast, not the original cost. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for your Muckmorpher. It's the first minion that you can get on the board, and it's going to be a copy of something else in your deck. You're looking for Hagatha Scheme. Hagatha Scheme is a good board clear card, but it has to be in your hand for a while to really be effective, and having it in the mulligan is the best way to ensure that you have big enough of a scheme when you need it. Then you're looking for your Spirit of the Frog. By holding on to the Spirit of the Frog you both remove it from the Muckmorpher pool and you give yourself the ability to draw rapidly through your deck. When you can play a Spirit of the Frog on the board, it's stealth at first, so you can play it on 3 and then you can start playing spells on 4, for example. And finally, you're looking for your Farsight. Draw a card, that card costs 3 less. When your deck is full of big stuff, this can be a very important tool. So that's your basic mulligan. Muckmorpher, Hagatha Scheme, Spirit of the Frog, Farsight. Then you can do some additions depending on your opponent and what other cards you have. Like Haunting Visions is a pretty decent card, especially if you have a Farsight and you keep Haunting Visions, then on 3 you can play Haunting Visions and then you can also play Farsight on that same turn, making a very effective turn. And if you're facing something that plays a lot of Death Rattles or a lot of other things that can be silenced, like Rogue plays Edwins, Hunter plays a lot of Death Rattles, you want to hold on to an Earthshock, just so that you can deal with those. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Big Shaman in action. While Fountain is sweet, then I don't think I can afford to keep it in hand against the Rogue. I need Muckmorpher. I wanted Hagatha Scheme. Well, that gives me a way to tutor for Hagata scheme with the Hex if I like. I can even do Haunting Visions into Hex. I mean, he can't kill a Spirit of the Frog, right? Stealthed Spirit of the Frog. How is Rogue going to kill that? They aren't. Okay, okay. Rogue kept a couple of cards. Oh, it looks almost like a Hench Clan tag. I'm loving it. We're going in with this Frog. I don't think Rogue can kill a Stealthed Spirit of the Frog. Next turn will be so very sweet. A little bit sad about the Evil Miscreant, of course. I wanted that to be something more important. But we'll do what we've got with what we've got. So I'm starting with the Haunting Visions. That will draw me another Hex. And I could pick up an extra scheme. And I like schemes. Scheming is good. We grab an extra scheme. Now he knows I drew this Hex. I think I'm actually going to just spend it here on his minion. He knows I have it anyway. Urchok or no Urchok? I like Urchok. I'll draw Urchok. Let's draw it. Then I have a scheme that's growing. I have a pair of Muckmorphers. I have an Urchok and I have a Hex. So if there's an Edwin play, I can always respond to an Edwin play. There is the ultimate value prep raiding party. That's the scariest thing Rogue can do nowadays. I think raiding party is going to get nerfed. I really think so. So one of these was in hand already. The other one was drawn now. So he also has the green skin. Muckmorpher time. Let's see what I can pick up from this. Alakir would be great. I love Alakir. I could have saved the ancestral healing for this Alakir. I mean, that was an option. I had that option. But I chose to draw the Urchok instead, because I thought that maybe I need the silence effect better. And to be honest, I still don't think I'm wrong. I still think this is fine. I could try to roll the dice again. But I think I'm hexing the green skin. I'm hero powering and I'm hexing the green skin. So we're not giving him a green skin back. Now, when he goes for the bounces, he's pretty likely to bounce back a frog. But he might just be able to deal the damage anyway. We'll see. I have this walking fountain coming in a little while. It can heal me up from those frogs pretty nicely. If we get to that point. Well, if you're ever going to swing with the Waggle pick, then you don't want to trade into the 1/1. Because you want 50% chance to get a useful minion back into your hand instead of a useless minion. Congratulations, you got yourself a frog. Well, I have this scheme that can kill all of this stuff currently on the board. That seems like a decent thing. Then if he never plays minions, is that a problem? Not necessarily. I'll just scheme that board away. And I roll and I try to find a taunt totem. Well, I don't find a taunt totem, but it's okay. If he plays minions, I have the walking fountain. The scariest thing is if he doesn't play any minions and he just starts dealing damage to my face and then tries to go for a Leroy play a little bit later. But if there's minions, I'm not worried. I like minions. Even when they come with a Waggle pick attached. Fountain time. I mean, he could have a sap, of course. But the sweet fountain is going to deliver 8 healing right here. And then I'm going to restore it to full health and give it taunt. So, okay, you can sap it. But things are looking reasonable. Well, he might be getting closer to his sap. Lots of people have cut sap from this deck though, which is pretty terrible. For some reason some people like to do it. Does not look like a sap play to me.
This guy's toast.
Oh boy. Really? Oh. 8 damage spent on that. 4 heal, 12 health swing. That was insane.
This guy's toast.
So I have Alakir, Ciliax. I have Ciliax, Alakir and Walking Fountain left in the deck. There are no bad Muckmorphers. There are only bad Muckmorpher players. But he can still have a sap. So even though I'm swatting some insects here. Well, he didn't have sap last turn, so I think I'll give the Ancestral Spirit to this one. I think that's fine. And we can also roll Totem. So 3 health Alakir that comes back. Unless it's sapped, of course. Rook has 4 cards in hand. Both Waggle Picks are gone. Pirates are gone. What can he really do? Doesn't do anything yet. Okay. So I probably need to sacrifice the first version of this. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could like Big Bad Voodoo it. Then I would get a random 9 drop. Do I want a random 9 drop? Not particularly, I think. This is fine. Let's just swat some insects. And get a big bad Archmage out there. Get some more stuff on this board. At 24, board control. Rogue has 4 cards. They have to be a bit bursty. So there could be like Leroy. There could be like Eviscerate. There could even be a Shadow Step. But without the Waggle Pick, then I'll try to mulligan it away. I'll try to find the Scheme and the Morpher. Let's see. Fountain and Alakir. Not so good. But I have an Urchok, so I can hope that he goes all in on a big Edwin. Well, I have an Eureka and these fellows can attack immediately. Alright, alright. Some face hitting. I'm cool with that. We're rolling a totem to prevent you from hitting my face. Well, it's just a 1-1. Looking like Farsight next turn. Dread Corsair. I'm cool with that. Farsight time. What can I pick up? A free Ancestral Spirit is nice. The problem is that if he has sap, then there goes the Ancestral Spirit. Oh, the prep raiding party. This raiding party has got to go, I think. Because that's so insane. Can't do anything yet. Next turn I can do things and I can hope that there is no sap. So next turn I should be able to do this if there's no sap. Right. If there's no sap. Let's go. I was hoping for the fountain, but I'll take this. can I do? This is the best I can do. But I may have needed the heal. This might not be enough. I'm already down to 14 in just 5 turns. That's crazy stuff. Okay, he has a deckhand. Deckhand will hit this one. He could swing and replay that if he wants. Not sure if he wants to. He doesn't want to, and that's something. I'm going to have to hex the Dread Corsair. I know that. I need to avoid damage and give him a bad frog that can mess up his Waggle Pick a little. I guess the real question is, do I need to use Ancestral Healing now? I couldn't go with Cairn Ancestral Healing for the fear of sap. Any 2 damage. Anything that deals 2 damage is so good. I probably can't use the Ancestral Healing. You would need 9 from hand. Leroy Eviscerate is lethal. I have to use Ancestral Healing. This prevents Leroy Eviscerate from being lethal, but deckhands, SI7 agents, plenty of things, backstabs. Well, okay, backstab Leroy Eviscerate is still lethal. Good top deck, that backstab. Really good top deck. Okay, he goes for the 50-50. Does he win or does he lose? He wins the 50-50 roll. That was a big roll. Oh no, another raiding party. And so many lackeys too. Okay, I guess I lost then. He probably has 9 from hand at this point. So Waggle Pick, Deadly Poison, 6, 7, 1 lackey, 8, 9. I need to use Haggadah Scheme here. And Hero Power. And hope that I can roll a Taunt. It was 25% for Taunt, but I couldn't do that. So now I think I'm just dead. I don't see an out. So this is 1 off, but that is enough. But if I didn't do the Haggadah Scheme, then just 2 of these 3 cards would have been enough. Now he needed 3 cards instead of just 2. I might. Let's try to keep that one. Very impressed with Roger. Yeah, Roger is the only player who doesn't bring Rogue. You're right. I saw the last match that Roger played, where he beat the Warrior twice but couldn't do it 3 times. Early Boom. Early Boom is just very, very powerful. Warrior, on the other hand, can kill a stealth Spirit of the Frog. So there's that. Okay, some rushing going on. Fine. Might as well go play some strategy game instead. This is a strategy game in game categorization. Yeah, there was the... It was a full warrior targeting lineup. Next turn I have 4 mana, 5 mana with the coin. It is time to play Spirit of the Frog now. With 4 mana he can't Warpath that one away yet. Next turn it's time to draw some cards. If I Ancestral Spirit the Frog, then when it is killed it comes back in stealth. And I draw a Haunting Visions or Farsight. I can also coin for an Earthshock. Then like if I get Haunting Visions I could play Haunting Visions and then Farsight. It's Bomb Warrior. Right, here come the bombs. Here come the bombs indeed. I could coin Eureka next turn. I'm not sure if that's useful enough. So we'll go with the coin. Draw another Earthshock. Go with the Ancestral Spirit on this frog. Try to find Haunting Visions. But actually that will make this Farsight cost 0, so it won't draw another Hex. It's okay. Try the Haunting Visions. For another Ancestral Spirit. Yeah, I can try that. And I probably will Farsight here. Let's try to draw more stuff. Alright, 9 cards in hand. I have Spirit of the Frog that comes back when it's killed.
Defend the gates.
Yeah, but it's going to be in stealth when it's killed. That's the thing. Your 5/5 can't really attack into it. But he might be able to deal enough damage to just kill me. So 10 cards in hand, my hand is full. I want to play my Cairn, right? He doesn't have silence in that deck. I don't think he has silence in that deck. Do I want 7-drop out of Cairn? No. I just want the Cairn back. So we play the Cairn.
You are not fit to rule the Horde.
And then play the Resummon on the Cairn. And I can play Ancestral Healing on the Cairn. Give it Taunt. 8 cards in hand. This is okay. Obviously some Dino-Medics can do nice things, but this 0-3 actually here means that Dino-Medics are not clearly just killing the Cairn. And it has Taunt, he doesn't have Silence, so he has to push through it. That will make another 4/5, and another Cairn. But of course if he has like Boom for next turn, he has all those bombs in my deck, then that's going to be a problem for me. Find a scheme, but we'll see. So I can do Haunting Visions, and then I can still cast Eureka, which is going to give me the Alakir. So I could kill all the mechs from this board. Lightning Storm. Pretty close, but not quite there. So do I pick up like a Totemic Smash? I might pick up Totemic Smash. I might pick up Frost Shock. Let's grab Frost Shock. Now I'm going to for Eureka. And Alakir will kill these. And Cairn will kill that. So I kill off all the mechs from this board for the time being. So now he gets Ziliax or another Militia Commander.
Unity, precision, perfection.
But he can't kill the Cairn. Why would you kill the Cairn?
You are not fit to rule the Horde.
Seems like an awful move to kill the Cairn. So Big Bad Voodoo on this one, right? Probably. I could also just Hex his Ziliax. I could wipe this entire board. I'm not going to draw a bomb if I play Hex when I have Spirit of the Frog on the board. 9 cards in hand. Let's do this one anyway. That will draw Farsight from the deck, of course. I think I will still play a Hex here. I could also play like Urchok. Urchok. I'll use a Hex. Does it draw me a bomb? It does draw me a bomb. And then I will take these trades here. 9 cards in hand. Okay. 2 bombs left in the deck. So Boom doesn't fill the entire board now, if he happens to have Boom. There's a Big Bad Voodoo on the Alakir, so that's going to give me a 9-drop. Cairn's going to give me a 4/5. If he plays minions, I can heal. I think I'm quite alright here. I don't think Warpath is going to help. Well, maybe it does.
Are upon us.
Muckmorpher. So it's either Celiax, Walking Fountain or Zera. I think this is just an unlucky turn. And then we're pushing face damage. Even if there's some Dino-medics. It's hard for Dino-medics to get a whole lot done. Too much held on the board. There can be a brawl. Brawl is of course nice. Oh, Alakir wins the brawl. That's sweet. If he plays any minions, I just Walking Fountain. Why didn't he save that for next turn? I don't know. It's Walking Fountain and Celiax in the deck, but my hand is full. If I play Zera, I'm going to mill a card. This one's always going face. I need health on this board. Now that there's only Walking Fountain and Celiax in the deck, in addition to Muckmorpher, I know that I will be able to heal with this if there's ever a minion on the board. So I can simply play a Walking Fountain here. Just to get as much health on this board as possible. 9 cards in hand. Would I Frost Shock his face? Yeah, I would. Just to be safe, let's Frost Shock that face. Also removes 1 card from hand, so makes it easier for me to play other stuff. That's Dino-medic, yeah, but the point was that there's a lot of health on this board. He might have... Well, he already played Celiax, but he has the... Maybe he has another. Okay, and now I know this will be either a Walking Fountain or a Celiax. So, Muckmorpher coming back. It's either Walking Fountain or a Celiax. Walking Fountain, loving it. Hit there, heal up a little bit. Alakir keeps going face. I mean, I could play Farsight. What would I gain from playing Farsight though? Not sure. I'll just give this one Death Rattle to resummon. I think that's okay. I believe we're going with this line. Now I got to 21. 2 bombs in the deck. Healing on the board. Healing comes back if it's killed. That's the discovered mech. Because if there is like... Okay, Warpath, fine. That one comes back. Omega Devastator. Well, that's pretty powerful. We're probably going with the Eureka, right? Will I hex the Omega Devastator? I suppose that protects my minion. Eureka? Hex the Omega Devastator. Kill the frog. Hit face. Now I have a new Zera on the board. My cards are running out, but he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. So... Does he have the tools? Second brawl. Which one is going to win? Ysera wins. Ysera is a good card. I like Ysera. Down to 16. 16 is perfectly fine, right? I can just play another Ysera on this board. I've seen both brawls. 2 Yseras is not necessarily lethal. I think it's the best chance I've got. 1 bomb left in my deck. Very difficult for him to deal. Very difficult for him to deal enough damage. Double Ysera gives the best chance to find Awakens or Nightmare. That was not neither Awakens nor Nightmare. It's another Execute. Okay. Okay. My deck no longer has any bombs in it. And I find a walking fountain. But I like walking fountain. So let's just heal up a little with that. I think I will heal up a little with that. Kill off that one over there. There goes face. I've seen all the brawls. I can do hero power because it could help me find something useful. I'm going to burn a card, but I no longer care about cards in my deck. All I care about is what kind of Usera cards I can find. Because that's 8, 12, 13. Oh no, he had a shield slam. Okay. Maybe I should have cared about cards in my deck, after all. Now he has a mech, and that mech has rush. But I don't have the damage to kill him. What is the best line? I've seen both warpaths, I've seen both brawls. I've seen one shield slam.
I shall bring you rest.
Oh boy. Archmage? Or Drake plus Laughing Sister plus hero power? I'll go to Drake and Laughing Sister here. And the hero power. There's no brawls remaining. We can try this. This means that I don't burn another card. And I get a chance to find more Usera things. So if I have a minion, then that's already 10 damage coming from these. 11 damage. I think I should have this. Let's see, what decks is this deck good against? Warrior, for example. Trevor, have you heard about a game called Prismada? Yeah, I have that game. I have played that game. Okay, the discovered mech. At least it wasn't Ziliax. He can't kill both of these. So I'm fine. Well, everyone's a mech hunter, with or without bombs. I want to hold on to a silence effect, because they're going to magnetize a lot of stuff, and of course holding on to scheme so that it can have time to grow. Rogue is broken, yeah, it is, it's incredibly good. That's painful. So... okay. The upside is that he emptied his hand here, for the most part anyway. So only 2 cards left with potential discount. Okay. I need to hold on to the Urchok for the... for the inevitable magnetization. Scheme is at least growing. Is it magnetization coming in right now? Because he could magnetize like a war gear. Magnetize is just Ziliax. Ziliax isn't that much. If I silence the Ziliax now, he could still have another magnetic thing to do next turn. But if I don't and I play Muckmorpher next turn, it does nothing. If I silence, he plays the 5/5. I'll have 7 health. I can't do much about that one either. Now I know what I need to do. I need to hex that. That gets rid of it. It uses all my mana, but I had no real use for this mana anyway. That still leaves me with an Urchok effect. And the ability to play Muckmorpher. Let's Muckmorph. Come on, give me some good stuff here. Not bad stuff. Get some healing going. Alright. He might have heart removal. That one card has been there all this time. And this can of course also dig for Venomizers or for Spider Bombs. Magnetize Spider Bomb on something, use that to hit into Celiax. Celiax dies. Pretty convenient. That is a lot less useful, but still if I commit the Urchok on that... 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on board. Eureka on Cairn doesn't do much. I need the Eureka for something bigger. I don't think it's scheme time either. He's going to draw a mech from this one anyway. I think it's just Cairn from hand. And we taunt up the Cairn. Try to get him to spend the Ursatron Poisonous effect on that. He probably will. I'm still going to get another 4 or 5 out of it. So I haven't even lost the entire board yet here. He gets another mech, of course. He can start magnetizing some stuff. Brew is nice. He's holding on to these cards very, very long. I'm worried about that. I have the option to Farsight, but Farsight into what? I could scheme, which would clear up the board, well, except for one Joey bot. But I don't want to use the silence yet. If I wanted to use an Ancestral Spirit, I could get the 4-5 back after getting the board cleared. This is just so good with something like a Walking Fountain, if I could just find one. I could Farsight, go for some Witch's Brew healing. I can actually do that. Let's Farsight. Go for some Witch's Brew. Kill that one. If I didn't spend so much time thinking, I would have played the Haunting Visions before the first Witch's Brew to get to 30. Probably. But I think this is okay. Now all I need is to find like a Walking Fountain. The moment I top deck that, I can do Eureka, I can do Ancestral Spirit. I can do nice things. There's the Walking Fountain. But I want to get rid of the Spider Bomb first, right? Well, it does get resummoned when it dies. So I could just trade here, then trade there. Then the Spider Bomb kills it and it comes back. I actually like that a lot, now that I really think about it. So then I can also Haunting Visions first before the Eureka. Is there any reason for me to do that? Not really, no. I can Eureka. I can Ancestral Spirit here. I can kill that. Then I can kill the Spider Bomb. Okay, Spider Bomb kills this. That's cool. Cool story, bro. I can kill that. I can kill that. So I can get back to 30. Now he has spent 2 of his hard removal pieces, Venomizer and Spider Bomb. 2 hard removal pieces left in the deck. And I still have a silence effect for something like Missile Launcher, Venomizer type of things. And I have a big Hagata scheme. Why would you use Leroy to kill the minion? What do you gain from doing that? I do not understand. I do not understand what you gained from that. I guess I can Haunting Visions now. Stormbringer. Let's go with that. Hit face. Hit face. Hero power. Stormbringer. Not a great selection of legendary minions, I suppose, but I'll take it. There is a Crystalsmith Kangor, which doubles up the healing. But overall, I mean, 3 minions that could have been like 8/8s, and instead they weren't even 1 8/8 altogether, all 3 of them. I'm probably in no hurry still. I've seen the Leroy.
You're coming with me.
I could kill this. I would just probably let him magnetize. Get like war gear and start magnetizing. I suppose killing that is fine. Let's do this. 3 cards in hand. We'll see. Don't care about no missile launcher. Now is this the moment where I finally start to use some... Oh, I finally found a big minion. Now, but I do have to deal with this one. Do I deal with it with the walking fountain? Or do I silence it so that he doesn't get to draw another mech? I guess silencing is fine. Let's hex it. And just do this. We just chill. We're being all cool here. I have walking fountain into ancestral spirit to deal with some stuff. Still 2 cards left in his hand. Should I go for walking fountain? I get 8 healing. I think it's pretty good. I kill off that one. I kill off this one. So I'm to 29. He has a couple of bombs. Even if he magnetizes a war gear on one of the bombs, that can't even kill the walking fountain, not to mention that it resummons itself. He has 1 venomizer, 1 spider bomb left. Those could do something. So is this the last thing that he's going to go for? And I could just Big Bad Voodoo this one twice. Then I could kill the Goblin Bomb. Then I could silence that one.
My glory.
And I just start hitting into that one. Yeah, it was over for some time, I think.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.